third game of 4 on the way for day 3 of the 2024 IFCPF Men's World Cup. Venezuela will again play at the World Cup after being here 2 years ago, and they will start their 2024 campaign against last time's finalists. Iran lost to Ukraine in that final, but will look to go one better in this tournament. And they have star-studded players, a star-studded squad in a star-studded team, and they are primed for a run at the title again. Will they be able to win it all this time around? Good afternoon, welcome to live coverage of the IFCPF Men's World Cup, the third game of 4 in this afternoon's allotment. You've got Iran and Venezuela on the way. My name is Salou Ifcpf, a pleasure once more to have your company. Thank you for sticking with us right across the day. And you're about to see what we think will be one of the best sides in the tournament. And they're about to strut their stuff as we go down to the speaker, Alex Pareño.
La World Cup, el campeonato del mundo de fútbol para deportistas con parálisis cerebral y daño cerebral adquirido. A las 3 de la tarde empezará un partido y será el que enfrente Venezuela contra Irán. Venezuela, esa selección que actualmente ocupa el puesto 12 en el campeonato, en el ranking mundial, y obtuvo la 13 posición en el último campeonato del mundo disputado también aquí en Salou. Se enfrentará a una poderosa Irán, a una de las selecciones que
So we're almost ready for this one then. The lineups were just read out there by Alex Pereño, and the teams are now led out by the Colombian referee for this afternoon's game. That is Adrian Santa of Colombia. And he leads the teams out. Iran are in all white, and Venezuela in the Vino Tinto number, translating to red wine in Spanish. As the players get set to line up in the middle here at Salou, we will get set for the national anthems of Iran and Venezuela.
Vemos que el equipo, la selección de iraní, porta en el cuello una especie de banderola. Entendemos que será el regalo, el obsequio que les hagan a los hombres de Venezuela. Escuchemos. Vamos a escuchar el himno de Irán. Aplausos para el himno de Irán. Pasamos a escuchar el himno de Venezuela.
Anthems done then. And both teams making their pleasantries known. They won't be doing that for too much longer. With 3 points on the line, that would be the best way to start the respective World Cup campaigns of Iran and Venezuela.
Delegado técnico Osvaldo Hernández de Argentina, y también nos acompaña, como no, asistente Froni Boboa.
As photos are about to be taken.
Al equipo de locutores de la Federación Española de Parálisis Cerebral, damos la bienvenida y, como no, un fuerte abrazo en la distancia a don Antonio Villar, comentarista nacional e internacional de todos los deportes habidos y por haber.
Venezuela photo taken in front of their bench. And the Iranian one just away from theirs.
estudiante de mecánico de aviación. Este es el equipo que os llevará a través de su verborrea a las pantallas de vuestros televisores este partido narrado de una manera excelsa, exquisita. Muchas gracias, chicos, y ya todo está preparado para
a wonderful team in terms of World Cerebral Palsy football, and are looking to make another run at a title in a major tournament. They were continental champions recently in Melbourne towards the end of last year. It was a year ago this week that they were able to salute in Victoria. Now, halfway the other side of the world, they will look to try and make it another major tournament win. As mentioned previously, the referee is Adrian Sansa, his assistants Albert Asens Moreso and Dejan Krasimirov Hristov, both of Spain. Fourth official is Akmal Rahimov of Uzbekistan. Just about ready to go then for the third match of 4. We'll have the conclusion of the Group D matches after this with Germany and the Republic of Ireland. For now, it'll be Abbas Torabi to kick us off. Torabi, who was part of that team who won the Asia Oceania Championships last year, he'll be up front alongside Shamsuddin Shabazi. Just waiting on the whistle of Adrian Santa. Whistle that we're not ready for. And now we are. And so, third game of 4 is underway. And Iran start their quest to CP football. Success here against Venezuela, who it would be say it's not realistic that they'll be achieving the same goal, or at least realistically hoping for the same goal. But they're on the same playing field this afternoon. And their job will be to make it as hard as possible for Iran to play their football. The football that they play so well. Torabi trying to roll it across, potential chance for Shabazi, but it was disrupted at the back. You feel like Venezuela will have to do a lot of that. Corner for Iran and Shamsuddin Shabazi, but not before Venezuela's captain Felipe Quintana is attended to. Corner taken short. This ball works in board. There's a good play already and an early chance. Can't be taken by Abbas Torabi. Got himself in a good position, but couldn't convert. Venezuela have got to make sure that he's not presented with too many more chances throughout the course of the next hour. Iran will have the ball back. And Morandi over for Moslef Morabian, who scored in the final against Australia to win the Asia Oceania Championships last year. Providing a high press, and Morabian will check. Got himself into trouble, but then the ball squirmed out of there. Arandi over for Shahbazi. And back for the Iranian captain, Hassan Safari. Have to play it around and keep the ball. But was quickly sent away by the Venezuela backline. This ball, Shahbazi. Now Tarabi again. Back to Shahbazi, and good defending to help turn it behind by Javier Parra. The number 14 for Venezuela. It's behind for another Iranian corner. The 1-2 routine from the corner in towards Tarabi was lovely one-touch play. But now, ball out of play, and we'll bring it back in with a roll from the side. It's sent back to Shahbazi. And now sent central for Muslim Arabian. Now Shahbazi. Arabian. All the way back with Safari. Ball rolled square, and the opportunity was there. Fired well over the top from Benham Arandi. That one never looked likely as soon as it left his boot. Benham Arandi is more than capable, but on that occasion couldn't keep the effort down. So we restarted with a goal kick taken by outfielder Anthony Rea. It's the opposite, number 4 at the back for Iran. Doing the job there in Hassan Safari. Arandi, over for Tisbor. Arandi again looking for the ball in behind. Shahbazi with a good run. Plays it inside the box on the turn. And Tarabi has it taken away. Wonderful save by Moreno. Looked destined for the bottom corner. And it is a brilliant save down low from Cristian Moreno, who keeps this game at 0-0. And Venezuela have Abraham Marmol down. He's requiring treatment just more than 6 minutes in. Ball given back to Cristian Moreno, who already has one impressive save under his belt. Ball is sent long and allowed to bounce all the way through to Vahid Nawab, who will be in between the sticks for Iran here. Tisbor. It's worked out to the Iran right for Shahbazi. Arandi. That was given away rather cheaply. Tis ball. Arabian. Works it back for St. Tisball. Tisball. Venezuelan defender went up as if to block a shot that never came. This was worked out wide from Arandi towards Shabazi, but ball out of play. Eight and a half minutes gone, and in truth, not much to report, save for that wonderful stop by Cristian Romero. Keep the game at 0-0. Aside from that, there's not been too much happen. Iran have been happy to keep it. Venezuela have been happy to let them keep it. As that again will go all the way through to Vaidnavab. Arandi looking to put the ball in behind. It never got through. It's for Torabi. This ball looking behind. And Arandi towards the around left foot, Arabian and Hamarandi. And Tisball will shoot, that's blocked. This one lifted in towards Shabazz and couldn't get there. Tisball again. And that works out fine. The miss kick though from Torabi after it was rolled square by St. Tisball. There's a chance for Venezuela, perhaps are inside the box, and it's a shot blocked. The boot of Felipe Quintana. And Venezuela have got to be careful not to get caught on the counter. Shabazi, Torabi and Tisball. Over towards Mahrabian. Arandi. Safari. Arandi, and then sent over the top by Hossein Tisball. Unable at the present moment to keep these efforts down. They're having plenty of looks. Venezuela have been down near the bottom of the recent tournaments that they've played in the World Cup. They took part in a couple of years ago. They finished second from bottom and then lost the third place playoff in the Para-Pan Games to the United States of America, who we saw earlier today. They've been in the bottom half of tournaments usually. We're looking for improvement on that in the near future, as Arandi has it. For Tisball, who eventually settles it down. Arabian for Saint Tisball. Was looking for the 1-2. Venezuela will work it towards their right-hand side. It was intelligent from Mogolon to try and block the passing lane, but got all the way back to Vaid Navab from Safari. Arabian wanted the ball back and didn't get it. One will trickle away and behind for a goal kick. Approaching the midpoint of the first half, and Iran still haven't found a way to break through. Arandi. Tarabi back to Saint Tisbour, who's had the ball in part of the pitch a number of times now. Arabian. Tisbour receiving from Arandi, and now the shot comes in. It's expertly turned over by Cristian Moreno. It was fine goal by Tarabi. And behind for another corner.
Repelido en esta ocasión por Cristian Moreno. Pedazo de portero que tiene Venezuela. Continúa 15 minutos desde 0-0. Y bueno, vamos a ver. Irán achucha, pero Venezuela se está defendiendo y de qué manera. Continuamos.
A second ball on the pitch.
Por parte del equipo de Irán.
That's now gone. Shabazi holds it back, ball out to run. To Tisbour and Morabian. Tarabi back to Morabian, who can't convert the chance. Staunch Venezuela defending inside the opening 15. And you just wonder when Iran will choose to shift gears, because they've got another 2 or 3 or 4 to find in their arsenal. Iran lose it, and could be a chance for Quintana here, who rolls it in behind. Sets Anthony Ray wide. He worked a way to goal, but fired wide. And there is a warning sign. If the pass had been more to the line than it perhaps should have been, it would have been a real opportunity. But pass forced Ray to go wide. He still did well to make something of it. And maybe that will force Iran to try and dial things up a bit. They've been allowed to control the ball. They haven't done a whole lot with it up to now. Safari perhaps looking to change that. Tisbour. That's rolled in. What a flick from Shabazi! And Tarabi was initially denied, and still remarkable. And he doesn't know how he hasn't scored. It's absolutely staggering that he hasn't. We'll take another look here. It was great defending from Edwin Raquel, who was back there on the line to keep it out of the net. Iran have it back high on the pitch. Advantage play by the referee. It's rolled in behind Shabazi across the face of goal, and no one there to tap home. Took a deflection. And it will be a corner, and there will be a double change for Venezuela already. Saul Torres and Gabriel Bravo will come on. Coming off Javier Para. Abraham Marmol. As the corner is taken short. Does Bohr trying to get it forward, and that's helped away. I wonder what Ireland and Germany are making of this. The other two teams in the group who are set to square off against one another after this. Wonder what they're thinking. Tis Bohr across to Rabi. Iran have had a stranglehold on possession so far. No goals to show for it. Venezuela almost had it back. It was good play by Bravo, who was being pulled back as he tried to retrieve the ball. Rolled forwards towards Torabi from Tisbor. Shabazi is there and went for power. It's well off target when all said and done, as the referee stops to tie the laces of Muslim Arabian's boot. Ball, and that goes out of play. Fabian. R&D. Sport. Shabazi. And Safari. Shot eventually blocked when it came in. Well played from Anthony Rea. R&D over towards Tisbor, who waits just away from the byline. Across, and that one is only just over the top from Abbas Torabi. Iran coming close on a number of occasions, but still haven't found a goal.
Y es que Venezuela está muy bien posicionada, está haciendo las cosas muy bien. Irán lo intenta, pero bueno, pues no puede al fin. Intentando, pero Venezuela está muy bien posicionada.
Ball out of play, last off Felipe Quintana. His ball touches and shoots and sees that effort rejected. Ball towards Quintana, rides the challenge. Has an option forward, chance it behind, and the first time effort was straight up in Navam. Rishad Mogul on with a really big chance, and he couldn't convert it.
Navan Bahi.
How many more chances like that will Venezuela get? You very rarely see Iran opened up like that. Almost never happens. And that would have been interesting at that fall down the back of the net. But it didn't, and we're still at 0-0. Which, to be fair, is probably where this half should sit. Morabian looking to change that. Blocked. It was a hard shot that rocketed into the body of Anthony Rea. We hope that he's okay. And he's back to his feet, which is always a good sign. Yeah, drop ball for Morabian. Morabian again then, dances round one, rolls forward. Arandi with Torabi, Shabazi. Does he benefit from the ricochet? Along with his good work he does. Other players might have given up on that. He absolutely didn't. And has got a corner out of it. It's taken short. Morabian, Torabi. Morabian there again. Safari. Morabian was looking for it back. Ball didn't get there. And forward goes Quintana. That will be covered off though by Safari, who gets the ball forward for Shabazi. Once more, unhappy to give up a little bit of ground. His ball lost it, and now Venezuela away again here. Rea was brought down from behind. That's a free kick. Foul committed by Ben Hamarandi, who is helped to his feet. And with under 5 minutes to play in the opening half an hour, those who are maybe looking for what Iran would bring, don't think have found an answer yet. That looked close to a foul throw, but not given on that occasion. Fabian. Torabi trying to work it in behind. And that will drift through for Cristian Moreno, who must be said, did make that wonderful save. Feels like a while ago now. That's the best save he's made. Vahid Navab has made one of his own as well. Randy rolling forward, might get through all the way to Hossein Tisbour! It was always going to happen eventually. We were just waiting for the moment. And Hossein Tisbour scores to give Iran the lead. Venezuela on that occasion were a little unlucky. The ball bobbled through to Iran's number 8. But once it did, it was a great first touch and an even better second. A goal fitting of the player that Hossein Tisbour is. He's a super player for his national team, and he's got the opening goal of this clash right before the half-time interval. Can Venezuela provide a response? Not immediately, at least. Goal kick will follow. That's his ball again towards Turabi. Oh, that's wonderful! That's ingenious! Abbas Turabi with a moment of brilliance. There is a handful of players in this sport who could do that, if that. What a brilliant idea it was to flick it over the top of the goalkeeper, and from then it was rather easy. And we waited a while for one goal. We didn't have to wait too long for the second. I suppose we shouldn't be all too surprised, given who's just pulled it off, but even still. Turabi again, Tisball, there's 3. This is more like the Iran we expect to see. They've just played the ball around for 26 minutes, and by the 29th they're 3-0 up. And for Venezuela, they'd have been hoping to make it to the break. They couldn't. And in the aftermath of the goal, Benamirandi will be replaced. His place taken by Mehdi Bakshi, who is one of the players in this squad who wasn't a part of the squad that went to Australia. One of only 2. Hossein Tisball was the other. It's a tight-knit Iran squad who know about one another, their best and worst attributes. And that's one of the main reasons why they often find themselves towards the tail end of tournaments. 1 minute of added time is the verdict from Akmal Rahimov, our 4th official. Here's Bakshi. Kevinani plays back as there's a check of the watch. Bakshi for Tisball. Some Arabian. As they will look for a 4th here, feigning to shoot. Bakshi walks his way inside, then gave it away. And that will probably be that, and is, for the first half. 26 minutes of pure possession football for Iran. And then 3 minutes of complete and utter dominance is the story of that first half. A brace for Hossein Tisball. And one also for Abbas Turabi in the middle of that. In particular, that goal from the number 10 in Abbas Turabi was special to witness. Normal programming eventually got going about 26 minutes into the half. And Iran are now coasting towards a victory that would go to script from their point of view. Half-time in Game 3 of Day 3. It is Venezuela 0, Iran 3.
Ahora sí que estamos en el aire. Estoy con una persona muy importante dentro del staff de la federación, en este caso catalana de Sports de Parálisis Cerebral. Ella se llama Elsa Chicote. Elsa, buenas tardes.
Hola, buenas tardes, Alex.
Bueno, primero quiero que le expliques a la gente cuál es tu cometido, cuál es tu cargo, diríamos aquí en esta Walker.
Bueno, básicamente me encargo de coordinar un poquito lo que es la competición masculina y estar aquí en el campo principal donde se juegan la mayor parte de ellos.
Cuando hablas de coordinar, que prácticamente lo coordinas todo lo que pasa aquí es bajo tu responsabilidad, voluntarios, tiempos, comunicación, todo un poco, ¿no?
Más o menos a nivel de voluntarios, pues que puedan estar colaborando, echando una mano, que tengamos las necesidades adecuadas de competición, que no le falte nada a los clasificadores, a los árbitros, a los equipos, crear una buena experiencia.
Claro, yo me imagino que en un campeonato del mundo como el que estamos, las horas de trabajo son pues muchas, ¿no? Al cabo del día.
Incalculables, pero bueno, esto es pasión, nos encanta y disfrutamos mucho con lo que hacemos.
¿Es la primera vez que estás en un torneo así a nivel mundial o ya sueles frecuentar muchas actividades deportivas?
La verdad que bastantes, o sea, me encanta disfrutar de estos eventos, ya sea a nivel nacional, a nivel internacional, fútbol, básquet, cualquier deporte.
Y la última o la penúltima, importante, yo le doy mucha importancia siempre a los voluntarios, porque yo pienso que sin ellos, y siempre lo digo y así lo creo, no serían posibles los eventos. ¿Qué palabras de agradecimiento o no de agradecimiento les tienes que dedicar a tus chicos y chicas, a los voluntarios que se dejan aquí parte de ellos mismos? Cada día los vemos como con una alegría, con una cara de felicidad, vienen, hacen su trabajo, primeros que vienen, los últimos que se van. ¿Qué les tienes que decir a tus chicos?
Lo primero de todo es agradecerles el esfuerzo y las ganas con las que vienen, porque son la principal clave de que este tipo de torneos se puedan celebrar. Sin ellos todo esto no sería posible, o sea que antes de nada, gracias voluntarios.
Gracias, voluntarios, de parte de Elsa Chicote, la responsable. Gracias, voluntaria. Ahí tenemos una voluntaria que estuvo también aquí el primer día. Estuviste el primer día aquí, cada día, y te gusta esto, ¿a que sí? Muy bien, nos ayudó a llevar la portería. Bueno, Elsa Chicote, no tienes nada que ver con el cocinero, entiendo, ¿no?
Nada.
Ahora dices, es mi padre. Digo, bueno, pues nada, pues a las cocinas. Oye, ¿cómo estás viendo el Mundial?
La verdad que una experiencia única. Tuve la suerte de estar con este World Cup hace 10 años, pero la cosa ha ido evolucionando mucho, son muchos equipos y sobre todo súper contentos también de tener esta competición femenina.
Por supuesto, competición femenina que, si no me equivoco, el miércoles daremos el pistoletazo de salida con la presentación de las selecciones y a partir del jueves las tendremos también aquí, ¿correcto?
Correcto.
Bueno, Elsa, ¿alguna cosa que estás en directo? Te está viendo muchísima gente. ¿Alguna cosa que bajo tu prisma quieras decir?
Disfrutar del torneo.
Pues disfrutar del torneo. Si lo dice ella, pues disfrutemos del torneo. Bueno, Elsa, muchísimas gracias. Elsa Chicote, responsable, como ella misma ha comentado, de este escenario masculino. Y yo sí que vuelvo a poner el punto en la I sobre los voluntarios. Importante, very important. Volunteers, muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias voluntarias por vuestro trabajo. Y nada, nosotros vamos a descansar un ratito muy pequeñito para ver la segunda parte de este bonito Irán-Venezuela. Posteriormente, el último partido del día, el último partido de la jornada, no será otro que un pedazo de partido. Ahora sí, ese partido que enfrenta Irlanda contra Germany. ¡Hasta luego!
preparing for the start of the second half of Game 3 on Day 3 here at the 2024 IFCPF Men's World Cup. Iran are on course for 3 points thanks to 3 goals towards the tail end of the first half. Our St. Tisbour has 2 of them, and Abbas Tarabi is the other goal scorer. We've got fans from Ireland who are setting up, preparing for their clash that will kick off at 5:30 local time against Germany. That will follow this one and round out proceedings on Day 3. At the second match of 2 to take place in Group D for the first round of matches.
Buen trabajo por lo que estás haciendo de verdad y nos vamos ya prácticamente porque vemos que han saltado los jugadores al terreno de juego.
As we see
Los árbitros que están hablando también con los
ball
delegados.
on the pitch, there's a number of them. The volunteers just dribbling them around. We also have alternate Spanish and Catalan commentary that you can access on the FECPC website if you so wish. Go to the FECPC YouTube channel for that. Our commentators have just been interviewed as Iran are making a switch. They have taken off Abbas Tarabi, and in his place comes on Amir Mahdi Rahimabadi.
Así que, bueno, primer cambio en la selección de Irán. Vamos a ver, todo está preparado, listo y dispuesto. Comienza.
Second half is underway, with Salou Torres, who came off the bench in the first half, and he's moving to a central position as Raya has it, shoots just wide. What a blistering start to the second half that would have been. And Iran a little bit slow out of the blocks to start the second half an hour. That would have been quite something. The closest goal to that I can remember in recent memory to start off of football came after 14 seconds. That one was after 15, that shot that just went wide. The 14 was Sam Dewhurst against Iran. A couple of years back now, the 2022 World Cup. Iran have worked it over to the left-hand side for Shebazi, who is able to make the pass for Bakshi, who has it again, rolls it across, and that is smashed home. Muslim Arabian has absolutely hammered that. And if there's no net there, that is probably still travelling. He put all his power behind that to find Iran a fourth. And only a short while after Venezuela had a chance to reduce this deficit, Iran have just increased it with a quite powerful finish. Any Iranian fears that this game was not as safe as they perhaps thought have probably now been alleviated. Shabazi will watch that over. It's rolled short with Safari. Looking to build down their left-hand side. Safari might have a look here. We're seeing the if to shoot. He didn't. Bakshi was looking across for the target out wide in Amir Mahdi, but couldn't find him. One 0 to Iran then. A few minutes inside the second half an hour. That ball's lifted for Quintana, who will then do likewise down the Venezuela right. Ray is there and it's out of play for a Venezuela ball in. That one drifts behind for Iran goal kick. Bakshi. Shabazi. Mahdi was prodded away well over this near side touchline by Gabriel Bravo. One roll back but out of play. Poor giveaway. And that's gone behind for a corner as Rangel was trying to keep it in play. That was rather needless. Corner finds Safari. Bakshi elected to go back. Bakshi, Shebazi, and that one won't quite work out. The return ball was the intention, but behind it goes for a Venezuela goal kick. It's his ball. Ball down the right-hand side. It's eventually turned away. Behind four. And a rain corner. Navab was caught into action. It was a Venezuela ball rather, and he was able to deal with it. Serrano preparing some changes. The pass from Arabian. Couldn't find a teammate in all white, and Venezuela will look to break. Ball over towards the left. We'll look for Gabriel Bravo. Able to work the ball back for Rea, but central ball was attacked by Navab. Mahdi was looking for it back off Shabazi, but Venezuela's defending aside for that 3-minute burst has been really good. Bakshi. Safari. Bakshi might tee one up here. It took a deflection and goes behind. You can't really afford Bakshi that much space. Mehdi Bakshi from range was looking to try and find that bottom corner. And might have done if not for the deflection. He might have another look here. Tried to finesse that one as opposed to blast it. Couldn't find the back of the net though. It's his ball. That one's charged down and good bit of keeping in the end from Cristian Moreno. Ireland players watching on ahead of their game against Germany. Set to kick off at 5:30. That will be the final game of the day. Bakshi shoots and just over the top it goes. You sense that Moreno would have had that covered had he needed to make a save, but he didn't on that occasion. Mahdi will try and switch the play. Bakshi to the byline it goes. And it's eventually kept out. Quintana will try and scoop it away. Venezuela, for now at least, should be out of danger. Over towards the left. It's his ball. Tried to work it back from whence it came, back to Bakshi, but Venezuela play it in the road in Richard Mogollon. Double change for Iran on the way. Mahrabian. Shabazi. Now we'll get the double change. Arabian will go off to be replaced by Amin Razai.
Y también con el número 5, Madin Sokohi. Deja el terreno de juego Mohsen Menrabian, número 14, y también con el número 8, Hossein Kisbur.
Razai is on. Shakuri Mubafat is also out there for Iran as part of that double switch. As the build-up play for Shakuri Mubafat, who's having his shirt pulled. Maybe a claim for a penalty in amongst all of that. Nothing doing though, according to the referee. For Razai. And the ball over will eventually drift through. Ball goes short. Go back to Safari. As it's teed up by Mehdi Bakshi. That one over the top. As a change for Venezuela, which we'll see Robert Chacon come on for Anthony Rea. Saints' ball was the other Iranian player brought off just then. As part of that double change.
Recordemos a los espectadores que han asistido a ver este partido que de aquí un ratito, a partir de, bueno, de aquí un rato tendremos uno de los partidos más importantes del torneo, uno de los partidos más importantes del campeonato, posiblemente un partido de la jornada, el partido de los partidos.
Iran go again, it's rolled back for Shabaza Kevinani. Razai was trying to be the orchestrator. He is a wonderful player. Amin Razai, we saw that last year when Iran took on the Asia Oceania region and won.
Y ahora vamos a vivir ya los últimos prácticamente 14 minutos de este partido.
Bakshi. Shabazi. Rolling behind and unable to turn home Razai, who had picked up a great position. Razai is over. And treatment may be what is needed here. And that appears to be the case.
Que tenía ganas de hacer algo diferente, que se ha tirado prácticamente con todo. Esperemos que se recupere, parece que sí. Sale el fisio de Irán, Mustafa Soleimani, y ahora le echarán un poco de esa agua bendita que hace milagros, y este hombre seguramente en breve podrá ya correr por el césped verde de aquí, de este estadio tan chulo, tan coqueto. Estamos desde, recordemos, desde el viernes cuando empezó el World Cup, este campeonato del mundo. Recordad también que a partir del jueves tenemos fútbol femenino. También tenemos el campeonato del mundo femenino.
Back up to his Features Amin Rezai.
Viva el fútbol femenino, nos gusta también ver, cómo no, a esas jóvenes promesas, muchas de ellas realidades.
Cristian Moreno of Carabobo will take the goal kick short.
Continúa el partido.
And was too quick in doing so, was he? Looked that way, but play's been allowed to go on. So all's well that ends well. Bravo. Oh, Quintana. Tashira scored a brace against Chile in the most recent Para-Panam games. Ball out wide. Quintana with a wonderful first touch in field. Drives into space and drags the effort wide. Great football in the lead up to the shot, but in the end, that was a letdown. Quite disappointing when it could have been so much more. Ball's worked over to the left, so Torres will try and close down here. Well, now with Mani Bakshi, who plays 1-2s with Shakuri Movafa. Shakuri. And now Bakshi. Razai, who made 4 appearances in the most recent championships. Movafa pulls it back, and the ball taken away cleanly. Well played by Mogon in his 10th appearance for Venezuela. Should play towards Quintana, who captained Venezuela at the Para-Panam as he is doing here. Receives it back off the 1-2 from Mogon. The ball goes behind for a goal kick. It's across Safari. Pick up Bakshi. Mahdi. Actually over to the left for Razai. Right, back to playing the ball around this area of the pitch. They don't really need to do anything else with the way the game sits. Now the shot comes in, and there were a couple of Venezuelan players there to block. Chacon and Saul Torres had both got themselves in position to charge it down. Shabazi Oh, spilled by the goalkeeper and not turned home at the rebound by Shukuri when it looked like he might have done. This replay might give us a better look. It was great work, in fact, from Salou Torres to put the pressure in. And if not for him, there was probably a fifth on the way for Iran. It was well played to prevent it. Black wide towards Rangel. We'll go on. It's going back to the Venezuela number 3, who will try and send one down the line. It was a clever ball to pick out Salou Torres. The Carabobo man has lost it. Shiraman had won it back in Shakon, but the ball is behind for another Iran corner with just over 6 minutes to play in the hour. Shirazi will roll it rather short. Ball in towards the middle is initially dealt with. Safari had a look. That was going way wide. Mahdi. Safari. Bakshi. With Razai again, who rolls one in field for Shukui. And that one's then fired over the top by Bakshi. As we've got a switch for Venezuela. Off comes Salou Torres, and on in his place is number 9 in Jesse Yori, who plays for Barinas. He's one of 2 in the squad who do. The other being Anderson Alvarez, who is also on the bench. Was part of the Parapanam squad and scored once against Chile in that tournament. As Shabazi is found, it's back for Amir Mahdi. Bakshi for Safari. Shabazi, Bakshi, and Shabazi again looking to find the near post, but couldn't. It was fired wide, and it's another occasion in which we've seen the ball found the back of the larger net, but in this game that's not the one we're aiming for. Great play by Quintana to roll out Mir Mahdi. And still he goes, Quintana, but in the end it was well done by Safari to help it away. Bakshi looks across for Shabazi, but he couldn't make the simple ball work. Shahbazi will receive infield from Rezai. Mahdi. And Shakui. Mahdi is there, and final third ball rather wasteful. Goal kick taken by Rangel. Up towards Chacon. Eventually the ball out of play. Quintana was looking for a run at the Iranian back line, but he couldn't get it by Safari. Moving towards the end of the hour. Akmal Rahimov is on hand with the fourth officials board. A man from Uzbekistan. Refereed the opening game of the tournament when Ukraine defeated Spain by 4-0 at the main stadium here in Salou. Here's potential opportunity for Shahbazi. Bakshi in behind for Mahdi across the face. No one for Iran is there, and that's watched back to the goalkeeper. And 2 minutes of added time is the result of the conference between the officials. Well, Rahimov has agreed upon and told to the world. Moving towards a close in game 3. Bakshi will let that one run out of play for a throw. Iran will face Ireland at 3 o'clock on the 13th in their next game. Venezuela will have the later game against Germany at 5:30 on the same day here in Salou. But a great start to the tournament for Iran. There is still time for them to grow the lead if they want. That won't help that cause if that's what they were aiming to do. It's out of play for a Venezuela ball in from the side. It's going over Amir Mahdi. Was fouled by Gabriel Bravo. Mahdi helps his feet. Shahbazi stands over it. Check of the watch for the referee. Shahbazi has it. Did that take a deflection? It doesn't matter. Iran have got the job done and start as they mean to go on in this 2024 IFCPF Men's World Cup. They set up the win with 3 goals in as many minutes towards the end of the first half. Saint Tisbour had 2 of them and was instrumental in setting up the win that Iran were able to get. The other goal scorers, Abbas Tarabi in the first half, Moslem Morabian in the second, and full time in game 3 of day 3 at the IFCPF Men's World Cup in 2024. It's finished. Venezuela 0, Iran 4. We will now go down to Alex Pereño, who will shortly conduct some post-match interviews. But for myself, Oliver Walker-Peel, thank you ever so much for your company. I'll be back with you just before 5:30 local time for the final clash of the day between Ireland and Germany. See you then. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, you're doing a great job.
Thank you very much. Yes, I can.
Say hi to all of the players and coaches in the CPE Development Academy.
Yes, yes, correct. I was looking through the team list and doing research as you do. And almost every single player, I've got that exact same line. So I'll mention it not once, but I was say it won't be once. It'll be much more than that. Given the amount of players that are there, I've got no choice not to really. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Honestly, watching the online stuff, like the quality of the production, it's just so good, and all the actual replays and the amount of information you have, it's just such a nice product to listen to or to watch.
I'll say that I watched this as a fan 2 years ago from my bedroom in Australia, and it's quite a tough watch sometimes.
Just the camera.
With the quality of the stream and the lack of but like to be a part of this now is
Joder. Allí te esperamos, allá arriba. Que vaya bien la entrevista. No inventas mucho.
good a level as we can. Because this is a World Cup that we deserve to have to show the wonderful players we've got. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as am I.
Bueno, pues estamos, lo prometido es deuda, estamos con el Mr. Go Asia, que me decía ahora Toribia, uno de los principales jugadores de la selección de Irán, una de las selecciones principales de este campeonato del mundo. Bueno, como hemos hecho anteriormente, le voy a pasar el micro a Paul, él será el que lleve la entrevista, y solamente decirle congratulations, felicidades, ok, very good.
So it was a very good game for you. At the beginning it was more difficult to score, but then you managed to be up front in the game. What do you hope for this World Cup? Do you have the hope to win it this time?
Hola, buenas tardes. Muy bien. I'm Abbas Sorabi in Mr. Gold in Asia. I hope in a championship World Cup in Salou Barcelona 2024.
Next. You can talk in your language and then we translate.
Thanks God. به نام خدا. خب امیدوارم که این تورنمنت رو ما قهرمان بشیم. برنامه بلند مدتی داریم. ما اولین فینال رو پشت رو گذاشتیم و بردیم. امیدوارم که بازی‌ها بعداً به همین روند ادامه بدیم.
He said that I hope that in this World Cup Championship Iran. Okay.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you.
Bueno, pues se despide el hombre gol de Asia, como así se cataloga, un hombre muy importante para la selección de Irán, ese número 10, auténtico crack con el balón, recordemos Torabi, y recordemos ese resultado de 4-0, de 4-0 que le ha endosado Irán a la selección de Venezuela. Hablando de Venezuela, tenemos aquí al capitán de la selección de Venezuela, ese brazalete amarillo en el brazo. Aquí tenemos, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Bueno, primero, Felipe, ¿no? Felipe, yo te tengo que felicitar. Es verdad que habéis perdido el partido, pero yo creo que habéis hecho un buen partido, que habéis plantado cara a toda una subcampeona del mundo y que, bueno, hasta el minuto creo que era 17, que cerca del 25, gracias, pues les habéis aguantado. Buen partido, ¿no?
Bueno, sí, un partido sumamente difícil. Sabíamos que el rival que teníamos al frente es subcampeona del mundo. No les plantamos un partido, como le digo, defensivo. Aguantamos casi todo el primer tiempo, pero los mínimos errores a este nivel se pagan caro.
Está claro, aparte vosotros habéis hecho, no errores, pero sí que habéis errado alguna ocasión que si de haber entrado, pues oye, a lo mejor se ponen nerviosos y el partido hubiese cambiado de dirección, ¿no? Bueno, ¿cómo ves el grupo, Felipe? Porque claro, está Alemania, está Irlanda, está Irán, que ya hemos visto cómo juegan. ¿Cómo veis el grupo?
Bueno, nosotros tenemos nuestro plan y son rivales top, que es un mundial. Y esperaremos que juegue Alemania e Irlanda para sacar conclusiones y saber cuál es el objetivo que tenemos.
Una pregunta que tengo curiosidad y que voy haciendo a los jugadores y también al público. ¿Cómo está el mundo paralímpico, el deporte adaptado, concretamente en vuestro país, en Venezuela? ¿Se os apoya? ¿Están con vosotros? ¿Se da visibilidad al deporte adaptado?
Sí, el deporte adaptado es muy tomado en cuenta en Venezuela. En los Juegos Paralímpicos tuvieron varias medallas de oro y se nos conoce bastante allá en el país.
Pues nada, Felipe, un placer poder charlar contigo, felicitarte de verdad a ti personalmente por el partido que has realizado, también a toda tu selección porque lo habéis hecho muy bien y nos vemos de aquí 2 o 3 días, creo que contra Alemania, correcto, así que nada, muchísimas gracias, felicidades y fue todo un placer, Felipe. Pues nada, ahí está Felipe Quintana, el capitán, el capitano, el capo de la selección de Venezuela, diciendo que bueno, ellos tienen un plan, lo van a seguir, pero ojo porque vaya grupo que les ha tocado a ellos, vaya grupo, porque si Irán son buenos, ahora viene Alemania, Germany, ahora viene Ireland, que también son, madre mía, qué pedazo de equipo, ahí con los supports también de Ireland, que han venido a animar, han venido a poner también todo el corazón aquí en el campo, y eso será a partir de las 5:30 de la tarde. Desde aquí, desde el tapete verde, desde el terreno de juego, nos despedimos, no sin antes agradecer a todos los espectadores y espectadoras que estéis ahí viendo fútbol, el campeonato del mundo de fútbol para personas, para deportistas con parálisis cerebral o daño cerebral adquirido. Es muy importante que estéis ahí detrás, que habléis, que se dé visibilidad y además esto es el top. Estamos en un campeonato del mundo. Nos vamos a ir un ratito, como siempre digo, pero volvemos de aquí otro ratito a las 5:30. No lo olviden, Ireland, Germany.